Hey guys, Ivan here, and no FaceTime today. I'm sorry about that. I actually went on a little vacation this week. I thought it would be way too much to bring all the filming equipment with me. And to set it all up over here, I thought I'm gonna either not film at all, or I can actually make a couple of videos using only my mic, and some of you guys are actually probably gonna like it even more that way. Anyways, I went to Montenegro, a neighboring country over here. I'm actually with my cousin and with my brother. I'm not with my girlfriend. I left her home. I got lucky. She's prepping for a show, so I went without her, and yeah, I'm over here. I'm resting up, having fun, and I'm following bodybuilding, of course, very closely. So here I am. Let's actually talk some bodybuilding. Let's start this video with a Hadi Choopan physique update. So this right here is Hadi Choopan at 8 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia. And of course he writes a caption. He usually does this. It's usually very difficult to understand what he says, but let's try, let's figure it out. He says, "The road is under repair. Drive carefully. There is a risk of overturning. Be careful on the road. 60%. Honestly, I don't know what the hell is he saying. I mean, is his body a road that is under repair? Is he coming back better than before? I guess that's what he's trying to say. I don't know, but yeah, that makes sense, kind of. Anyways, he says he's at 60%. And I'm looking at his photo, actually this screenshot of the video. I'm going to show you a video in a second, but I paused it right here because this is probably the best moment in which his body looks the most conditioned it will look in this video. You know, he actually flexed his Christmas tree, his lats are showing some separation, his spinal erectors are showing, his glutes and his hamstrings are showing as much condition as possible, but at 8 weeks out, am I happy with his condition? Is this the condition that Hadi is supposed to be in at 8 weeks out if he was actually bringing something new, something crazy? I mean, I remember when he was prepping for that Arnold Classic 2024 where he won and when he was actually looking unbeatable, honestly. Today, that look was unbeatable. I mean, Samson couldn't beat that, Derek couldn't beat that, I'm sure Nick couldn't beat that. Like, that was a really, really impressive Hadi Choopan, and in my opinion, the best physique we saw on any bodybuilding stage since Phil Heath. That's what I think about Hadi Choopan 2024 Arnold Classic. That version of Hadi can easily win the Mr. Olympia as well. But that time he was prepping for the Arnold after competing at the Mr. Olympia. And, you know, he stayed in shape, of course. Like, he got relaxed a little bit for like a month or so. And then he started prepping for the Arnold, and he was in shape the whole prep, basically. He was in shape at 16 weeks out, 12 weeks out, 8 weeks out. And he was just getting more and more shredded. And at 8 weeks out, I'm pretty sure he was way more conditioned than he was right here. Like, in that 1 month or so after the Mr. Olympia, he basically stayed in shape. He didn't get any worse. I mean, he didn't get much worse. So there wasn't a lot of work to be done, and this time around, it doesn't really look like that. You know, yeah, he did the Arnold Classic, but it seems like he got too relaxed after the Arnold Classic this year. And at this point, right here, at 8 weeks out, and as he says, at 60% of his full condition, full shape that he's going to bring to the Mr. Olympia, this is not looking super conditioned. Honestly, guys. I don't think he's really, like, ahead. Can he pull it off? I mean, sure. I'm sure he's going to be in shape. He's always in shape. But is he going to bring something new, something special, something crazy, something like the Arnold Classic 2024? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but if I was gonna believe that, I would have to see him in crazy condition, in a really good condition at 8 weeks out for that point. Of course, he doesn't need to be show ready at 8 weeks out, but he should be probably more conditioned than he's right here. If he was gonna bring something ridiculous, something like the Arnold Classic again, and ensure the victory. Now, of course, again, I have to mention there is the question of whether Hadi is gonna get to the US, but he has that athlete's visa that lasts like 5 years. I think he got it in 2019, so it could be expired at this point, but I'm not sure. Maybe it could be renewed easily, maybe because of the situation in the world right now, it won't be even possible to do it. We'll see about that. Anyways, he's prepping, and this is what he looks like, and as you can see from the front, he looks good, but from the back is what I'm saying, like, that's a weak area for him. That's where he's usually not super conditioned, in that area. And also, I'm kind of looking at his back, and to me, it kind of seems like maybe it looks a little bit asymmetrical, right? I mean, did his traps look like this last year? Am I tripping here, or like, did his back maybe atrophy a little? That left side kind of seems smaller than the right one, and like the traps look kind of off. And I was worried about his legs, to be honest, but no, I don't worry about his legs anymore. Now it's his back that looks a little bit troublesome. Like, it's not super shredded for 8 weeks out, and it kind of looks a little bit deformed from before. I mean, it could very well be just like the lighting, the way he's flexing, or I don't know, something else, the angle, but you gotta admit, it does look different. His back does look different. I mean, again, also, he's not in crazy condition. So, when he gets super shredded, the back is gonna look better. And again, that is the reason why I'm worried about his condition right now, because if he wants to ensure the victory, he needs to come in with a shredded back. Completely peeled back and glutes and hamstrings. If he doesn't bring that, he's always shredded from the front, guys. He's always the most shredded, the leanest guy from the front. But just like everybody else, he has his flaws, his strengths as well, but the back is the problem area for Hadi, and if he doesn't bring it super conditioned, meaning if he's not fully in condition, just being shredded from the front doesn't mean he's overall shredded enough. He needs to be shredded from behind, from the front, from all angles, and in that case, if he does that, and he is still fresh, he didn't lose any muscle, he still has the fullness, the freshness, the completeness of the physique, he didn't atrophy, he didn't deform, if that's all under control, if everything is checked and he is shredded, he has probably the biggest chance to win the Mr. Olympia, but that's a big if. That's a big if, and based on this video, I don't know. I'm not super confident about Hadi. But hey, he's showing us everything. We got this very transparent update right here, so we can see clearly what is happening with Hadi. And you guys tell me down below, do you see the things that I'm seeing? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Just leave the comments down below in the comment section. Alright, the next physique update we got is from Ramon Dino. And I don't know if you guys saw this one. I'm sure you saw the other one, a couple of photos. I'm going to show them to you in a second. But there is this video that just surfaced, and it's basically showing us all we need to see from Ramon Dino at 8 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia. Can he win the Classic Physique Mr. Olympia title? That is the only question. And honestly, based on just like what I'm seeing and based on what I know about him and the other guys, he is definitely the favorite right after Mike Sommerfeld. I mean, who else if not him? Who has the biggest chances here? I mean, this guy was actually second twice at a Mr. Olympia. I mean, he ruined his track record by placing like top 4 at the Arnold Classic and then also 4th at the Mr. Olympia because he was sweating profusely. There was something off with his peak at both of those two shows, so now we doubt Ramon Dino because of that, because he was just unable to peak well for 2 shows in a row, 2 major shows. But yeah, he took some time off, actually. He didn't do the Arnold Classic this year. Maybe that was the reason why he wasn't able to peak, because he was doing way too many shows. And maybe that goes in his favor. Maybe him skipping the Arnold this year and actually coming fresh to the Mr. Olympia is gonna mean that he's going to be really on. But who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I mean, if we're talking about can Ramon Dino win the Mr. Olympia, beat Mike Sommerfeld, honestly, like, you know, we can't really predict these things based on the physique updates because these guys have already maxed out their physiques a while ago, really. It's all about what kind of conditioning they bring on that day, on that stage. And sure, yeah, maybe they can be slightly improved, I guess, yeah. But like Ramon Dino was struggling to make the weight in classic physique for like the past 2 or 3 years or even more. So like how much progress could have he made? And I'm looking at this video as well, and I don't see any drastic changes. I don't see any visible changes. I mean, if I knew that he was like heavier than he usually is in this condition, then yeah, I guess I would know that he's improved. But like, do I see any big improvements in his physique? I mean, is his V-taper better? Maybe, but I don't look at Ramon Dino every day. He doesn't post physique updates so often, so I don't know. I'm not sure if he actually made some progress. It's not like a completely different physique. It's your usual Ramon Dino, but the reason why I do feel like he is going to be on is because he's actually posting, right? Like, he's posting physique updates. He's posting videos of him posing, of him training, and he's showing us what he looks like in the process. So that means, to me, potentially, that he is actually driven and that he is confident. And that's probably the most important thing that I need to know to try and make a prediction for the Mr. Olympia. I mean, yeah, right now, based on their track record, as far as all the classic physique guys, Mike Sommerfeld is the favorite, and then I would say Ramon Dino is probably the second-ranked guy. I mean, he was kind of pushing Chris Bumstead 2 years in a row. Yeah, it did not happen anytime recently, but it happened. So, again, like, yes, Mike is the favorite, but how can I know if Ramon is actually going to be pushing Mike and potentially challenging him or beating him? I mean, one thing, like I said, is just to see if he's actually driven, if he's motivated, if he's willing to put in the work. The other thing is to see if he actually holds the muscle, if he's actually big. And it seems like he has those two things. And the last thing is to actually see what kind of condition, what kind of peak and posing and presentation he actually brings on that day on the stage. Right now, it seems like he has the tools to be one of the top guys, to be top 2, yeah. Do I see him winning, beating Mike? If Mike nails it, probably not, but if everybody else in classic physique nails it, if every guy in classic physique nails it for the Mr. Olympia, I think it's gonna be between Ramon Dino and Mike Sommerfeld. And yeah, I do have Mike winning, but Ramon could be in that close second. Again, if both of these guys actually nail it. That's the way I see it, guys. Whatever you think, tell me down below. Alright, and finally, we got a physique update from Michal Krizo. It's been a while since we saw anything from this guy. He stopped his prep. I mean, he was kind of planning on doing more shows, but he ended up doing only Pittsburgh and New York, and he stopped right there. He didn't want to do any more shows, even though he planned doing like more American shows. No, he stopped, and he decided not to try to qualify for the Mr. Olympia 2025. But he's actually doing more shows this year, and his next show is gonna be the Prague Pro. And right now, he's 10.5 weeks out, and he's weighing 135 kilos, and he is absolutely massive. Now, did he make any progress? Did he get better, bigger? Well, basically what Krizo is doing for the past couple of years, I would say, is like he goes into prep, he preps hard, he trains hard, he diets hard, and he gets big and shredded, and he peaks as good as he can, and he poses like a complete beginner, and he places lower than he should, and then he goes into the off season and he relaxes. He doesn't practice posing, he doesn't try to make improvements in his body parts. He's just casually training, not taking gear, not trying to progress in any way. For Krizo, off season is an actual off season. It's not an improvement season. His improvement season is his prep. It's very unfortunate for the bodybuilding industry, for the bodybuilding world, but I guess he likes to do it that way, and that's up to him. It's his life, it's his choice. He doesn't want to try super hard in the off season to improve, to get better at posing, and to improve body parts as well. He just wants to relax, to let his mind rest up, to be able to push again for the prep and to be a top 5, top 4 guy at mid to higher level pro shows and to be like top 10 at the Mr. Olympia, and he's happy with that. If he was willing to go super hard the way Nick Walker is going in the off season and improve his back and his glutes and his posing and, maybe polish his physique overall and his presentation, he would probably be like a top 3 Olympian or something like that. Like he would be winning major shows. But no, he's not doing that. And based on this physique update, honestly, he doesn't look any different. He has 10.5 weeks to improve as much as he can during the prep while he's dieting down as well at the same time. So I don't really expect a much, much better version of Krizo. It's all about what kind of condition he brings for the Prague Pro. Is he going to win that show? I mean, if he doesn't win, he's going to be happy with being top 3 or something like that. So I don't know if he cares about winning. He's going to win a pro show if he continues competing. One of the European shows for sure. But as far as the Prague Pro, I mean, based on like who I think is going to do that show and some things I know, I don't think he's going to win Prague Pro. But can he be at his absolute best? For sure. I think he's going to improve the next 10 weeks. But is he going to bring something crazy, something completely new? I doubt it, guys. I doubt it, to be honest. But it is what it is. You guys tell me down below whatever you think. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And see you soon, guys. Or actually, hear you soon, guys. Or you'll hear me, actually. Anyways, thanks for watching. All the best and bye-bye.